Hi, welcome back to another training video. This is Jen Healy with the AerialYogaPlay Yoga Swings, and we're going to go over some daily basics today that we could use the swing to cover our pull-ups, our push-ups, and our sit-ups. So all the conditioning that we need to do every day to keep the body nice and healthy and strong. And I'm going to show you 3 different variations, so basic, intermediate, and advanced. Just try them, see which ones you like, and pick and choose for the day. I'm going to start with the standing poses and utilize the hand holds. I like to use a wrist wrap, a nice strong grip. I can hold on a lot longer that way. I'm going to step to a wide sumo. I'm going to drop my hips in. I'm just going to sway from side to side to warm up nice and slow. Now when I'm here, I'm going to come up for the more beginner version. I'm going to come up onto my tippy toes and just do some bicep curls to do my pull-ups. And when I do this, I'm going to really use my legs and my arms so that if you're a beginner and starting out and pull-ups aren't your cup of tea, then it helps you build some upper body strength nice and slow. And after a few rounds of doing those, I'm going to let my body hang completely, and I'm going to do some core activation, pulling the knees into the chest, taking a nice big inhale, exhale, squeeze. Let's just do 10 of those. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Inhale and exhale, pull up. And once you're done with your 10, then we're going to go back to our sumo squat and stretch it out and give ourselves a rest in between. So then after we're done with our core activation, we're going to come here, just take a breath. We're going to come back up to stand and then slide into the leg loops. Once the leg loops are in my hands, I stand in the center of the mat. I'm going to lean forward into my push-ups. So you could get all of these done in like 3 to 5 minutes just to start your day or warm up the body. Make sure your head is looking in alignment with the spine, gaze is up, and you're really activating the core here as well as using the arms. Hands are tracking right underneath the shoulders. And then if we wanted to go into some pull-ups from here, I'm just going to duck back, use the wrist wrap again. I'm going to lean back and stretch the spine. Inhale, bicep curl up. Exhale, lean back. Drop in. Inhale, lift. Arch the chest. Exhale, you can slightly round the back here. Drop the hips. Pause in between. If you want to take your time. 10's the magic number for each of these. I'm going to go through them a little quicker so we can get all the variations done. Okay? And then, if I wanted to do an easier version of the push-ups, I can actually use the swing at my hips. Now it's going to be nice and strong, so you have to press your hips forward to keep it there. Otherwise it's going to slide up to the waist, which is not a problem. And then I'm going to go back into my little mini push-ups so I can really start to build the upper body strength and work on getting that lift in the chest. So these are tiny little push-ups. And then we're going to go into Incredible Hulk push-ups, which are the really hard ones. We're going to come through Archer, hook the feet outside in, slide the leg loops onto the shoulders, and then press, 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 come up. Now these are really hard, so stick to the first ones unless you're feeling advanced today. And at the same time as looking forward, you're arching so your head does not drop. We're going to keep the hands tracking right underneath the shoulders for good alignment. Oh yeah, 10 of those. And you stretch the whole belly and quads. So we're going to reverse it, come out through a Superman, and come on down. Now I'm going to show you how to do your sit-ups and pull-ups from upside down. So I'm going to put the swing behind my back, nice and low. I can get into this pose from chillaxin or floating Buddha, but I'm going to come right into it for a more advanced version. So this is going to be my wide straddle sit-ups with bicep curls. Now I can use a wrist wrap again, or just hold on to the leg loops. So what we're going to do here is crunch, but keep the head in line with the body. So we have that strong pillar along the spine. And then our legs are really working, and then we're bicep curling at the same time. So you can use a lot of arms and just a little bit of core, or you can use mostly core and a little bit of arms. If you want to do the harder version of the core activation, you're going to balance and scissor. And when you balance, that's the hard part. The scissor, you have to really maintain that balance and activate the core. So we're keeping that plank position or long line of energy along the spine. And then once we're done, we're just going to wide straddle, scissor kick down, and take a pause here. So I'm going to come up into my superfly next. But before that, let's do an easier one so we can all catch our breath. Let's come through our forward fold and come down into a plank pose. And then we'll end with superfly. So forward fold, hands come down. These are, again, different versions of pull-ups and push-ups. I'm going to just have my hands at the front of the mat, shoulder distance, and I can do my mini push-ups. So I'm just going to allow myself the time to get the ergonomics of the pose. My legs are heavy and straight, aligned with my hips. And then if I want to do the harder version, I'm going to hook my feet outside in again, walk my hands towards the center of the mat, and I'm going to do 10 push-ups here, which I call handstand push-ups. So we're moving towards the center of the mat and supporting the entire body weight, making them very challenging. Okay, so if you can, do 10 of those. If you want to come to the very center of the mat and try balancing straight up and down, those ones would be the hardest. Okay, so pick your hand position that's appropriate for your level and make sure that you can enjoy them, because you want to do 3 rounds of 10 wherever you wind up. Since we're doing so many, I'm just going to do 1 round of 10. And if we wanted to come back down, come through, holding onto our leg loops again, we can do our mini push-ups on the ground, or we can do them here, or we can do them in the sky. So let's check it out and see what they look like in Superfly. So I'm going to walk you through the whole sequence, because this is our most advanced sequence that we're going to go over today. We're going to put the swing behind our back and come into a sumo squat. Once we're in sumo squat, we're going to hold on to our leg loops with our hands. Let's do 1 at a time, getting the leg loop at the ankle. Okay, only try the advanced if you feel like you're ready for that. We're going to squeeze the legs together, hold on to the swing, shimmy, so the swing goes right into the lower back. Wrap the legs wide and around. We're going to grab for the leg loops in our hands, come through archer. Archer looks like this, where our arms go wide and hands are up by the shoulders, and then we have to squeeze into a backpack. Once we're in backpack, we're going to press, 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 and come up. So these are the floating push-ups, right? So notice that I have to have really strong engagement and alignment through the legs and upper body. So my gaze is up, my chest is lifted, I keep arched, and my lower body is really working. So I'm pressing strongly down with my hips in order to get the lift. And now if I want to come into Superfly, toe touches, that's a little bit more of the arm strength and core activation. At the same time, I have a video called The Ultimate 5-Minute Workout if you want to continue on with some advanced poses. It's pretty cool. It's definitely more of the strength training. When we're ready to come down, we're just going to reverse it into a backpack. Let's try skydiver to archer. And now I'm going to come through my sit-ups one more time. Wide straddle, crunch, scissor kick down. All right, so we got our pull-ups, our push-ups, and our sit-ups in for the day with many variations, both on the ground, standing and folded, in a forward fold as well as flying. Okay, this is Jen Healy, and you can find out more about AerialYogaPlay.com online, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you.